How's it going, everybody? It's Wednesday, March the 13th. It's great to see you today. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at these gloves up close in the Veve app, but they are super detailed, with the stitching and they look absolutely amazing, you guys. And I'll tell you about how that drop went for me today. I wasn't able to land one on the drop. I just wasn't able to do it. I even did some bidding, and I'll tell you about how that went for me as well. But look at the detail over here. These look absolutely amazing. But I don't think actually that the poster is the least important one. I actually have an opinion about that, and I'm going to share that with you guys and let you know what I think about it. But I want to know how you did on this drop today. Did you do well? Did you manage to land that secret rare right there, which is doing well? We'll check it out in the market. We'll see how much it goes for sure right now. But I really want to know, did you land it? And are you going to go after it in the aftermarket? Like I said, I was not able to land this drop. I used MCP, not a ton, but I definitely used MCP and didn't get selected. It happens, I'm hoping for a really big secret rare hit one day, but it just has not happened for me yet on the Veve app, but that's okay. But I did go to the aftermarket and I got the one that I wanted right there for sure. And here we go. This is how they're looking today. We'll start with the secret rare. This is how it's looking. This is an hour and a half or so after the drop. It's sitting at 420 gems on the floor. Really, really nice if you manage to grab these. I mean, these are really scarce and quite significant for sure, right? So that's 420 gems right there. Then you got the black ones. The black gloves are sitting at 43.50, so about double retail, which is not bad at all, actually. And this one right here might be a really nice one to grab because there's only about 600 editions or so. So I'm watching the price on this one right here. And then, of course, we have the poster right here. And this was over retail. Let me just click into it and see what's happening with this one. Just on retail, basically, just right at the same level right there. Now, this one, I wanted to talk to you about this one right here. This is interesting to me because, as I've had a chance to think about this drop right here and which one should be the most valuable, of course, it's the secret rare. And of course, the gloves, like I said, they look so great. They're so detailed. But this one right here is the only one that actually shows the athlete, shows Mr. Parker there. And it's like a rookie card to me, right? So, I tweeted this one out right here. And Veve actually retweeted my post this morning, which was cool because, he's our champion. And there he is right there, the poster. And this is the first sports one that Veve's had. Now, I know we all know that and everything, but this is the first athlete that is actually shown in the Veve app. And if you look back historically at older baseball cards and all sorts of stuff, sometimes the athlete doesn't have to be world renowned like, Ronaldo or something or Messi, even though that's great. Sometimes it's just the first one that counts. And I think this is a really big drop for Veve. So I went into the market and I bought the poster, for 25 gems. I didn't get anything too crazy in regards to a mint number. I went for the drop, so I was hoping to get any one of them. But I went into the market and I bought the poster. I really do think it's super important, and I think specifically I could have went in and bought the black gloves, which I've, been looking at for sure. This is the poster here. I was looking at the black gloves and, I can afford to get them. The price has come down a little bit since I was looking earlier. It's at 42 to 43. And these look amazing. Like I said, I mean, the detail on all these looks great. So, I'm looking at picking up these, but the one that I went for, and it's not even because it was the cheapest, is the poster because it's him. So I really wanted to know what you guys think about that. I think some people are sleeping on this. There's only 800 of them. So it's not like it's 5,000 editions or something, like the musical jukebox, there's 4,400 of those or whatever. So you can see why maybe that one didn't fully sell out, because if you're not interested in the music or the jukebox or whatever, then there's a lot of editions. This one's, there's under 1,000. There's 800. So I think it's really a key one to grab if I were you guys. Just do whatever you want, but I picked up that one. I am looking, like I said, at the boxing gloves right there, the black ones. The secret rare is a little out of my range. We'll see where it goes from here. But if you did land that, congratulations. So what happened with me, I actually went for the drop. Like I said, let me just go to my profile right here because I posted a couple things about it. That's the one I posted. And thanks to Veve for retweeting. That's really nice. But here's the one I bought in the market, number 284 for 25 gems. Nothing big, not a big deal. But I paid 25 because I could have paid like 23, but I wanted slightly lower mint number around. I didn't want like a 700 or 800 if it was a dollar's difference. So I chose this one right here at 25. And, I went for the rebound, didn't get it. I bid 5,009 points just to see what would happen. I know people bid a lot and didn't get it. Even 17,000 didn't get it or something like that of some people. So, I just had to go for the, I didn't get it on either one. I didn't get on the 60% non-bid, and I didn't get it on the, 40% bidding. And just to clarify, because I know there's some people who still have some questions about how the bidding works, because I've seen it. 60%, no matter what, goes to non-bidders, no matter what. And 40% goes to people who bid. And if you bid, it doesn't mean you're going to get it. The whole 40%, of the drop, has to be above a certain threshold, for you to get it. So, I think that threshold is something around 18 to 19,000. This is what I'm sort of hearing. If you guys have heard different, let me know. But, people were bidding. And so anyone who bid in that range above could have landed the drop. And then if you didn't get it there, you still could have had a chance of getting it in the 60%. Now, I've said for a while, I think it should be reversed. This is my personal opinion. You guys can agree with me or not. I think they should have 60% for bidding and 40% for non-bidding. That's how I think it should work. Because when you bid and you don't get it and you bid high, it's not a very nice feeling. Like when I bid 5,000 points, I mean, whatever. I was just kind of doing it just to see like if it mattered or not. But when you're bidding 20,000 or whatever, and then you don't get it, and people who don't bid do get it, and there's more of that because of the percentage of the 60%, that's not a very nice feeling, I think, for collectors who were willing to spend their hard-earned MCP. So my opinion about this kind of drop and all future drops, and I've said this before, is that I really do think they should up the percentage towards bidders. This is just my personal opinion. You guys can disagree. Totally fine. But I think if people are going to spend those hard-earned MCP, and they are hard to earn, and I'm going to talk about the master collector ranks in just a second here. They are hard to earn. Okay. So if people are willing to go 20, 30, 30,000 or whatever, and they don't land the drop, that's not a good feeling. Those people actually get upset. And then what you have is not a successful drop day where people are happy. You have a bunch of people who are the hardcore, most dedicated members who are actually kind of annoyed. And that's not an experience I think that Veve should really want to have on their drops. So if you increase the percentage that goes to bidding, I think that would be a better solution. 60%, flip it around, because, like people are still going to get it. They're still going to get secret rares without bidding anyway. I just think it gives bidders a little bit more of a chance, because if you're spending, you should get more. So it's really interesting how they have that split between 60 and 40, 60% non-bidding, 40% bidding. I think it should be the reverse of that at least, or at least 50-50. I do think the people who are going to spend their points deserve a better shot at it than the people who don't spend points. I mean, doesn't that make sense? Makes sense to me, but we'll see how this thing develops. I really want to know what you guys think about that for sure as well. We'll get to the chat really quick here too, because I want to read a couple of comments from people who went after the drop. I do have my own sports rewards today, by the way. This is the first sports drop that we have on Veve Official. And on my drop head community, I have the first sports drops going out today as well for my drop head holders, the drop heads that have the hats. So that sports memorabilia is going out today. And you guys in the chat are going to have a chance to win Michael Jordan card. So if you stick around for that, and you'll have a shot to win spots in my sports rewards, right? So I'll get to that in just a second. I just want to read some of the comments right here first. Christopher, how you doing? Great to see you today. It's Michael in the house. How you doing, Michael? Bill's here. Looked at my time at 12 p.m. Totally missed this one. Yeah, there's been some people who have missed this the drop today because of the daylight savings too. Some people have kind of messed up on that one, but that's all right. G Metals, how you doing? Great to come in. Great that you're here today. Thanks for showing up. Think Collecting, did you get the gloves? I did not get the gloves. I had to go into the aftermarket and bought the poster, which is actually buying the athlete himself. I really wanted his likeness. And I think that's most important. Like, you know, if you're into sports card collecting and stuff, like if you're into like this kind of stuff, you know, you want the athlete on your collectible. And I think that people are sleeping on that poster. I don't think they're giving it enough respect because it's actually him. The gloves are cool. They're awesome. They look amazing, but it's not actually him. It's just the gloves. It has his signature on there. I mean, look at how nice and beautiful that looks, how the detail, look at the stitching over here. It looks fantastic, but it's not actually him, right? So that's why I actually prefer, you know, I don't prefer, I'd rather get the secret rare. But when I had a choice of doing the black gloves or the poster, I choose the poster. This is just what I'm doing right now. G Metals FOMO'd into the secret rare 2-digit glove for $550. Let's see how it performs over the next few days. I think you're going to be just fine. You got a 2-digit, so that's crazy. Congratulations on that. And that secret rare, I mean, it's so scarce. There's 250 editions or whatever, and then they hold some back. So it is a scarce one. I think you're going to do just fine. And they look gorgeous. They really do. Slider's here. How you doing, Slider? Great to see you. Dustin's here. How you doing, Dustin? Thanks for coming in today. It's dropping just like the Platinum album. It might be around the same gems. It could be, but it still seems to be holding on pretty good. I mean, all these things are pretty early. And it's 425. It was 423 a minute ago. It's so scarce, though. You really don't have to worry too much because the people that want this, that believe in it, you don't have to have hardly any people to actually, you know, I mean, it's too scarce. But I hear you. We'll see what happens to if it drops down to 200 and something. I know there's people that were talking in the Twitter spaces today that they would buy it up in a heartbeat. So it's not, you know, it's like that thing with like the Luke Skywalker secret rare. There's just not enough of them to really make it tank, you know what I mean? It's just, there's just too few of them. So this is kind of the same kind of idea right here. Mark, how you doing? I got the poster sold for 25. I got the black glove in the market. Nice. That's great. If you like the glove, that's perfect. I actually bought the poster for 25 and I'm looking at the black glove because the price looks really nice on that one for sure. If it ain't raining, how you doing? I tried to pull the trigger on the gloves at 390. But you were too slow. Yeah, man. It's just, I tried so hard. There was a couple of low mints on the poster I was trying to go for, like in the 100 level. And I don't know. I'm just not fast enough, or my phone connection is not fast enough. So, but I managed to get a 200 mint level one, which is pretty cool. G Metals, you just convinced me, MC. Just bought the poster for 1969. You guys just do what you want to do. You know, don't go by what I'm saying. But this post, like, you know, this is what I'm thinking. You know, this is what I was thinking about it. It's actually him. And, you know, I think that's important. At 800 editions, I mean, all of these are great. I don't think any of these are, if you have any one of these, you're doing fantastic. But, you know, I mean, at this price level, at 800 editions or whatever, when it's the athlete himself, I think it's fantastic, you know. And I really like it in my vault. When I actually posted this right here, if you go to my profile right here, you know, and Veve retweeted it immediately. It's true. Like, you know, I posted, I just said, it's our champion. And there he is. You know, he is our champ. He's the Veve champ. So he's wearing the shorts. I mean, you know, we'll see what other athletes they add, but this is the first athlete. So I think if you don't have the gloves, like, because the gloves are obviously cool in terms of the collectible, you know, for 20 gems, I think this guy is a no-brainer. It's just my personal opinion. Reski, how you doing? Didn't use MCP, but still landed the secret rare. Oh, man. Congratulations, Reski. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. I wish I could have landed that myself. You know, when I did the drop today, it kind of gave me like no chance. Like there was literally no chance. Like sometimes it looks like it's thinking. It has that little allocation come up or whatever. And then it says no or whatever. Mine, it was just immediate. Nope. So it's like the old days. It's like going back in time when I used to do all those drops and we used to have all the bots and everything and you couldn't land a single thing. It's like that kind of thing. And I bid on this one, but you know, only 5,000. So Mr. JY96, how you doing? Landed the secret rare, 36,000 MCP points. So there you go. So you went 36,000 and you got the secret rare. That is awesome. Congratulations, man. I couldn't afford to do 36,000. I couldn't do it. I still have to build up my MCP. I am going to talk about the ranks here too. And that whole thing with Master Collector. I have a strong opinion about the Master Collector and what that means and everything. I was talking about it yesterday on X, and I'll share you guys my thoughts. But that's amazing. Congratulations, Mario C. I used 16,000 points and got nothing. Well, you didn't use the points, so at least you get to keep them, right? So I believe, right? If you land it, the points get spended, right? Spent, right? So that's all right, man. I think the threshold, I think it was like 17, 18, 20,000, somewhere in that range. It would be really cool if we could see that threshold, but that's the game, right? But I wonder if you went into the market after. Let me know if you went into the market after, Mario. Kurazimi, how you doing? Great to see you today, too. Thanks for coming out. What's up, fam? We're just having a good time here. We're just checking things out for sure. Kryptoni's here. How you doing, Kryptoni? I don't 25K MCP, got a poster, sold a 2-digit mint Stargate, and bought the black gloves. There you go, man. So you got the poster and the gloves. Congratulations. I'm looking at the you spent 25,000 MCP and got the poster. Yeah, and then you sold the 2-digit and bought the black gloves. That's what can happen with these drops. You know, you could get the poster by spending MCP. I didn't get anything, so you take your shot, you take your chance at it, but that's great. You got both now, man. That's cool. Are you happy with that for sure? I mean, I'm looking at those gloves, the black ones, because I think I have just enough gems at this particular moment to get them. Hold on one second. Where are they? They just disappeared on me. Where are the gloves? They were right there, and then Veve made them disappear. There they are, right there. At 43 gems right now. So yeah, those are nice for sure. Mark, I bid 35,000 MCP and got the poster. In the future, I will save my points for a grail. You know, the interesting thing about that, I hear you, man, because you went for the secret rare and everything, and you landed it. That's kind of the risk we take. But I do think that, this poster is, I think we're just getting started, you guys, with this one. I mean, the thing about sports collectibles, the next fight that he has is going to be cool. We're going to have that as well. People are going to want that. The fact that you can actually see his face, like it's him, in my opinion, it puts it to me above the glove, like the black glove. It just does. But the black glove is scarcer. It's very cool, but it's actually him. And I don't know. I mean, do you guys collect sports cards and stuff? Do you guys collect sports memorabilia? That's kind of what it's about. Like, I don't want a base basketball card. And by the way, you guys will get a chance to win today. I have my sports rewards today if you're just showing up. Check this out. So, I got this. You guys can win this Jordan card today. I'm going to do a few of these. But see this card right here. Do I want a picture of his shorts on here? Or his wristband? No, I want him. You know what I'm saying? So you got a poster. It's perfect. This drop is perfect. You got a poster with him. It's basically like a digital card to me. It's like his rookie card. Then you got the collectibles, the gloves, which look great in the showroom. Then you got this crazy secret rare. It's, to me, a perfect drop. And it was only 20 gems. And they're all basically doing just fine. The poster has not tanked or anything like that. Here it is right here. 150 in the market right now, sitting at literally retail. So you can go in and pick it up. But I got a lower mint right here. If you scroll down, you could probably find a lower mint one somewhere like is there a 200 level one? There's a 289 for 23. I got mine for like 25. And where is it in the app right here? Yeah, here's my collection right here. 284. Okay. And I got the jukebox. Too. I landed this one on the drop. So I got both first music and first poster. But I didn't land this one on the drop though. But that's what I'm doing. So I hear you when you bid a lot and you only get the lowest version. But see what happens with that. We'll see where it goes. Doctor is here. The doctor. You have a good chance of winning some drop hats rewards today for sports stuff for sure. I bid 40,001 points. A little cheeky little one in there just to jump ahead. You got the ultra rare framed picture and sold it immediately to break even. I only wanted the gloves. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. The gloves are cool. See, you can get whatever you want. That's for sure, right? So Alejandro, Big A, let me get a hold of that dog for a couple races. So you guys are doing that. Ivers87 spent 60,000 MCP and got the secret rare. Congratulations, man. I did not get the secret rare today. That's a nice one. I mean, you're doing quite well if you pick that one up right there. I mean, look at that. They look gorgeous. I mean, look at how good that looks right there. Congratulations for sure. Good point. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking, just like if you're talking about what I was saying about the athlete himself. That's what I think, right? C29, how you doing? Great to see you. Sup MC, just joining in. Thanks for popping in today. It's great to see you for sure. Kirazimi, you've convinced me, MC. Just bought 30 secret rares. You bought 30 secret rares. What? No, you didn't. No, you did not. Wow, if you did that, everyone would be super happy he was holding a secret rare. Holy smokes. Red Hot Snacks. I bid and got the poster, not selling, just on principle. Well, like you know, the thing about it is like, there he is, you know? This is the guy. This is himself. I mean, he's our champ. You got the poster. I mean, if everybody pick up one poster, the price would be 50 in the aftermarket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, they're too scarce to me not to at least own one, specifically on this one. That's also why I picked up the jukebox too. You know, I mean, you guys just do whatever you guys want. You know, you don't like, you know, I'm not telling you what to buy at all, but I'm just giving you my opinion. That's what you're here for, right? So the jukebox, I grabbed the jukebox. I'm not particularly hugely fond of the music or anything. Like, I'm not, but it sticks in your head though. The Delusionville song sticks in your head and you can't get it out of your head. It's kind of funny that way. And I was watching Kid Arcade's stream last night. He was going through all the tracks. And there were some funny ones in there. There was this bunny rap one that was actually really hilarious that I actually kind of liked. And, you know, but the Delusionville one just kind of sticks in your head for days and days. I'm not going to play it here. Okay, I'm not going to get it stuck in your head, but it has this kind of effect, right? So, but I wanted the jukebox. I think it's cool. It's a single solo set. It's like, what, 8 gems right now? I mean, like, why would you not have that in your collection just for MCP alone as the first music? You know, this is just how I think about it, right? So on principle, yeah, I mean, I want this poster because I'm a sports fan. And I'm going to keep that in the thing right there. Roman, how you doing? Got the black gloves on drop after bidding 32,000K and bought the poster in the secondary. Happy overall. There you go, man. Yeah, the thing about it is if you bid a lot of points and you do get the lowest version, like the rarity, then you can feel a little bit disappointed. But the thing about this drop, like I said, that makes it so good is that they're all different, you know, like the lowest. The so-called, so congratulations on that for sure. The so-called lowest one is actually him. It's not like it's another color of glove, you know. It's the only one that has him on it. It's unique. So that to me makes it special. So the fact that it is 20 right now is a good thing if people want to pick it up in the market. It's fantastic for sure. Charlie, how you doing? I caught the secret rare mint 57. And sold it for 570. Now I'm about to complete other sets for more MCP. Let's go. Man, that is crazy. That is a wild day. Congratulations on that, man. Then you can take those gems and go in and buy what you want. You know, the secondary fees on these are really cheap. So, you know, they're really fantastic. So congrats on that, man. A mint 57. That is nuts. I've never landed anything like that on my whole time on Veve. I've never landed any crazy mint or, you know, the only things that I've landed that have been really pretty awesome was Vader, and I landed, you know, C3PO and R2 golden moments on the same day. Like I landed R2 on a rebound, like back in the first golden moment day. I landed Thor secret rare, you know, the collectible Thor. I landed the secret rare for the Father's Day Star Wars. I know that. I landed one secret rare comic. That's the Shiri comic, the Black Panther comic. This is like a year and a half ago. That's the only secret rare comic I've ever landed in my life on this app going for the drops. If you can believe it, it's like 2.5 years and I've landed one secret rare comic. So I just do not get good luck. And there is no favoritism for YouTubers when it comes to drops, you guys. I'm a prime example. I do not land stuff. And I went for the last comic that we went for. So congratulations, Charlie. The last comic, see this comic right here, the clone comic. I went for 9 of those. I got like 7 commons and 2 uncommons, all non-special mints. So I got completely torched on this one. Now I like the commons for MCP and everything, but obviously I wanted to land the ultra rare and the rare. So I went back into the marketplace. I sold most of those because the mints weren't like anything too special. I got my 3-digit mint. I went into the aftermarket. I bought my rare and I bought my ultra rare in the aftermarket on this comic because I think this comic's awesome. It's beautiful. It's not one that I'm personally stacking right now because I'm waiting for stuff that's coming up. You know, like what's happening tomorrow? We're not even talking about that yet. I'm gonna get to that, guys. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, so there's lots to talk about here for sure, right? But anyway, this is the comic I went after 9. I was, seeing if I could get that secret rare or the ultra rare, and $6.99 comic of this level, which is pretty cool. So I went after that one crazy. And not crazy, but and I didn't land anything really, but I've landed ultra rares. I've landed a decent amount of ultra rares actually, maybe 7 or 8 ultra rares in my time, but only one secret rare comic. And so this drop today, I kind of like know that I'm not getting the secret rare when I go for it, but I still try because you never know. You could just hit that one that's big, just like Charlie did right there. You could hit that secret rare. And then you could sell it if someone's like collecting lower mints, and you can go back in and you can buy one for 100 gems cheaper that has a basic mint or whatever. And then you can use those gems to buy other stuff or keep the thing. So that's the game we all play. And it's a really good game for sure. Kryptoni, this is why it's super important to get your perspective on these drops. A true collector in the physical world, the mentality of a collector is a very needed thing. Oh, you're saying that about me. Yeah, no, hey, it's just one person's opinion, but that's how I think of the sports drop. I think the secret rare and the gloves, they look amazing. They're super cool and they're super scarce. But, don't sleep on the poster of the athlete himself. Any sports collector, you want the athlete. I know they have cards where there's like pieces of the jersey and all that kind of stuff, physical cards. This is a digital world, so it's totally different. But that poster at 20, I think is pretty odd. And, the drop is super successful. Sold out in like right away. I did get the buy now come up for the rebound, but no chance. And the poster's at retail, and that's the one that people are kind of like not keeping. That's the one I think you should keep, in my opinion. So it's just my thoughts, but this is why we do this, so I get your thoughts as well. So I appreciate that, man, for sure. Red Hot Snacks, how you doing? The MTP game done changed. Finally got back up to diamond level. Yeah, let's talk about that. I got some big thoughts about that for sure right here. Where is it right here? Not that. Where is it? Not that. This. The new ranks. Okay. So I have an opinion about this. I did a video about this. Thanks for watching if you guys did. Just about the article explaining it. I got some thoughts about this though with the ranking system here. And the way they've reallocated the percentages depending on the active users. This master used to be 3%, right? Sorry, Red Hot Snacks. Let me hide that right there. We'll get back to the Parker stuff in just a minute. And I'll show you the, prizes you could win today for, sports related prize. I got some sports stuff for you guys today for my drop heads and for you guys in the chat. I'm going to give you guys 3 chances to get into my sports rewards too, because I have literally sports collectibles today. IRL stuff to hand out, but here's the ranks. Used to be 3%. Now it's 1% for master. So what you saw, and I know you guys know all about this, but what we saw was, a reduction in the amount of people that can become master collectors right now. They lowered the percentage based upon the user base. And there's a lot of opinions about why they're doing that. And I think the main opinion that seems to be kind of like agreed upon is that people, they're preparing for more users and they wanted to lower the amount of master collectors that could actually be. Because if you start doing the math and you had 3% of our user base, if our user base triples or something like that, then you're going to have a lot of master collectors. And we already did have a decent amount. And so I think what they're thinking, and I don't know this, I haven't spoken to Veve about this or anything, but this is what people kind of think is that, they're preparing for an increase in user base. And once you have that increase in user base, the 1% master collector is the numbers that they're looking for. So a lot of people drop down. Now, the only thing is about that is that people worked really hard to get that master collector. And I did see a lot of feedback from this. And this is just honest feedback I heard from people that, right before they started announcing rewards, they made it tougher to be a master collector. So people got dropped down who have spent a good amount of money and time building up, for the existing threshold that we had. to try to get to that level. And then, because, there's lots of stuff coming apparently for master collectors and these different ranks right here. Like they're going to have certain things in the ranks that you can go for. And there's going to be gated in ways. We don't know what that's going to be, but, they are going to do that. Master collectors are going to have certain access, or they're going to get maybe certain drops, or who knows what, certain rewards or prizes. So, you got the Diamond Club right there. That's also going to be something. Then the Platinum Club in those ranges. So we'll see what they do. But people have been dropped down. I went from Diamond 1, which, in all fairness, I probably shouldn't have been Diamond 1 with the level of my collection. But I dropped down to like Platinum 2. Okay. And I'm getting just over 400 points a day right now, which I doubled my points. And I'll show you how I did that. But I doubled my points in the last month because I've really started to play this game. And I have thoughts about this game. So just stay tuned for this in just a second. What a master collector is and what this whole game is about. I want to really know what you guys think about this. But so like, if you're down in this level, I dropped down. I know people drop down. And now when you look at the threshold, I think the word in the street, what's the word on the street? The word on the street is about 2,200 points a day to get master collector status or something like that. When it was, I correct me if I'm wrong, it was something like about, 1,200 or 1,400, something like that before the change, I think, right? But it's about 2,200 or so now. And so people who have like 1,800, they're not master collectors anymore, but, they have a huge collection and all that kind of stuff. So people are a bit choked about this. There is no denying it. People are not happy. Some people, right? And some people are like, well, this is just the game we have to play. But what you don't want to have happen, and I understand, I think, why they're doing this is because once you have more users, you don't want like tons of master collectors out there because you want to make it hard to achieve and scarce. In my opinion, it was already like that. Now it's, even harder, but that's okay. Like if that's the game we got to play, but you have to decide now if you want to, like, if you got dropped down, if you want to then, jump in even further and rise up again, because there is a fear that they might change the threshold again, right? But if we provide our feedback to Veve and we do it in the proper way, like say on Discord, because you just saw that I had that interview with Eagle just a couple days ago, and big shout out to anyone who watched the video. I really appreciate that. We talked all about Discord and everything. And Eagle's like your channel, right, to like David, you and them. Discord is like your way to go straight through and give your opinions and feedback. So if you get in there and you say, I'm not happy about this, and you explain why, it's going to get Eagle and the crew there are monitoring the community and listening for feedback. And they're going to take that, if there's enough of it, to the team. So, we have the ability to adjust things or at least suggest things, and then they'll do whatever they want to do, obviously, as a company. But if you're not happy about this and you have to give reasons why, then you will get heard if you go onto Discord for sure, right? So if you're not a fan of Discord, you can just tweet at them as well and all that kind of stuff. And, just go in the spaces, because I do know that the Veve team does listen in the spaces too. But anyway, people drop down. So now it's harder. So you got to ask yourself, are you going to go in now and, start like pile driving collectibles and buying more stuff and adjusting what you got? I already seen a couple people in the chat reacting to what they, like what they got today on the drop, and then selling it to go after some more MCP and other sets, to play the game, right? But we don't really know what the prizes are yet either. So I personally myself knew that I had to increase my master collector status and my daily points, to get up the ranks just in anticipation of things. But what it's done is I've had to buy stuff that I didn't want to buy just for MCP, right? So I have a whole thing about the term master collector, okay? Because it's really interesting right here about the word collector, okay? So let's talk about that for a quick second here, okay? So let me just show you something right here. So this is my amazing fantasy collection, okay? This is a collection, right? Some may call it an investment. That's okay too, but this is a collection because I love this comic and I love the way it looks. So I have, spent a really good amount of gems building this collection. Okay. And it was bigger before. I had 33 was my all-time peak. The 34 was my all-time peak of editions of Amazing Fantasy. The reason I'm bringing this up is that this is a collection here, okay? But this does not give me any MCP at all, right? This does not give me the ability to rise up these ranks. In fact, it hurts my ability to rise these ranks. I can't get up the ranks if I do this, you know? But I'm collecting, right? Am I not a master collector of this kind of thing? I'm collecting. So if I'm collecting, I can't collect this way in order to rise up the ranks to become a master collector. So it's very interesting. Their use of the word collector, I don't think is appropriate for this particular chart, because this is not collecting here. This is building, right? Like, this is not a collector chart here. And when you get master at the bottom there, you notice that is that a master collector or are you a master builder? Because these do not give me anything for master collector, but the value in the market is big. So there is a bit of a kind of a disconnect there, if you ask me, about how things are going. Now, these, on the other hand, this is also a collection of mine. And these are rare comics in the app, and these are good for MCP. These actually help me here, okay? And because they're all individual, and this is also a collection, and it's also mostly Spider-Man, which is my thing. This is what I like. So I've been able to increase my master collector, you know, rank and status and all that and points per day by going after stuff I really do like that actually is good for MCP. So they do have that stuff in the app. That's the good news, right? So here we go. We got all these, you know, rare comics. I'm up to 47 rares now, which gives me 94 points a day, which gives me 658 points a week, you know, and on and on and on. So you can still collect the stuff you like and, you know, rise up the ranks as a master, you know, to help you here. But there are a lot of people who do this who are never going to be master collectors. And so I would argue that they are master collectors. This is just what I've bought. I don't have to buy these. It's just my own choice. You know, it's not like I should be rewarded or anything. I'm just telling you that people who buy high-end stuff in the app, like your golden, right here, like these golden gloves, which are amazing and beautiful and valuable, you know, these don't get you anywhere when it comes to that, do they? But if you buy only this kind of stuff, should you not be higher here? It's a really interesting question. I really want to know what you guys think about it. So I don't really think that this is master collecting. I think this is master building. And I think they really still have to work on what it means to be a master collector in this Veve app. Because if you buy this stuff, or if you buy this stuff because it's great, or you buy really low mints or whatever you do, you're not rising the ranks here. And I think that's a disconnect. Now, how could they do that? How could they adjust it? Well, one thing right here that we were talking about before is for secret rares, for example, you could make them more valuable for MCP. Remember the days in Veve when we used to have a secret rare and it was really hard to get and it was scarce. And, you know, secret rares were, now there's a lot of secret rares. So maybe you increase the value of a secret rare to make people incentivize going after the most scarcest stuff. You know, those are little thoughts right there that you could do as well. And also there's another thought that came around within these ranks. This is the overall rank. But let's say, and this is another thing that came up yesterday in the Twitter spaces, which was really good. Let's say that you are a Star Wars fan on Veve and you just want to collect Star Wars stuff. And that's okay because you're allowed to do that because that's your thing. And, you know, let's celebrate what people want to collect, right? So could you be a master collector of Star Wars stuff only? Could there be another rank that has, you know, an IP attached to it where you could be a Star Wars collector, for example? Or could you be a master collector in comic books? You know, right now there's just one category. It's everything all put into one. And you have to go out and buy stuff that maybe you wouldn't have bought. Now, here's the other little thing about it too. If you go to my collection right here, which is not massive or anything, But if you go to my collection, these are all sorted by recent purchases right here. And I'll get to the chat, guys. I see your comments, and I really appreciate it. So here are my recent purchases. Of course, I went and I got the Marvel Mighties for the Venom stuff. But look down here. This is what I've been doing. Secret Rare Cookie Monster, because it's cheap. Good points. Secret Rare Poster, Secret Rare Poster, Secret Rare Poster. All like decently cheap, good Master Collector points. Same with these guys right here, the Superman stuff. Same with Miss Minutes, although she's pretty cool. MODOK, same thing. Okay. The potion right here. I'm not even using the potion. I just bought it because it's cheap secret rare and it looks cool. All the pencils. I got the pencils. I didn't craft them for the desk. That's just for MCP. Dark Robin. Actually, by the way, this Dark Robin right here, can the community please smarten up? Why is the secret rare worth less than like the other ones? Like, what do you guys, this is a secret rare. Like, guys, even for MCP alone, this one should be worth more than the others. This one's like worth less than like the rare or something. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, there's a secret rare right there. So those secret rares I've all bought for MCP. Now, would I have bought those unless I was trying to do this? Probably not, right? Now, can you call that collecting? I don't think so, because I'm not collecting these. I'm not collecting these posters necessarily. I'm buying them because I'm building. So interesting, right? I'm just throwing this out there, giving you something to think about. You can let me know if I'm crazy or not, but this is what I'm thinking here, you know? So the only thing that's a byproduct of this, though, that I have discovered, and this was a bit of a surprise for me, and I appreciate you guys letting me monologue for quite a while right here, but this is a surprise for me, is that after I bought these, which I probably wouldn't have gone and bought some of these, you know, just normally because they're not my thing or whatever, I actually started to like them. Right? So one thing that this is doing, and so I'm kind of giving you all sides here, just where my mind is at. It's kind of all over the place right now, trying to figure this out. Because of this, okay, because of this stuff and the daily MCP points that you need for the bidding on the big stuff coming and all that kind of stuff, I've been not forced, that's the wrong word because it's my own choice, but I've had to go in and buy a bunch of stuff that I didn't really want to buy necessarily for MCP only. But the cool part is I've actually started to like them. I probably wouldn't have bought MODOK, the big, even though I've always liked this collectible right here because he's gold and funny and he looks hilarious. Or Miss Minutes. She actually looks pretty cool too when you get her into but I've actually played with them in the app now and I've actually kind of liked them now. And I'm holding on to them because of the points. But I've actually become a fan of the collectible afterwards. So one benefit is that this is forcing us to go and buy stuff maybe we wouldn't have bought, but then you actually might really become a fan of that stuff and really start to like it. It's kind of an interesting kind of thing going on right here, right? So I really want to know what you guys think about that kind of stuff right here, about these ranks. It's quite something that is happening right now in the Veve app. Crip Tony, thanks for the big membership. We got the old school member rewards coming back very shortly here, so you know you're in there, so stay tuned on Discord. I appreciate the support. And Ronnie's a new member. Thanks so much, Ronnie, for joining up. DM me for your drop head. We'll get you another one for joining up right there. I appreciate you, man. Roman, my main problem with the MCP program and ranking is that it's changing too much. I mean, they shall freeze it for some time and then give it time before changing it again. That's the thing. The goalposts might move on you. So, you play the game and you get as many points. The good news about it right now, though, Roman, and for everybody, is that because of the market prices we still have a chance to really solidify at least a nice base level of Master Collector points and really get ourselves solidified in one of these tiers right here. Sorry, one of these ranks, not tiers. And really kind of solidified. But, I did notice, here's the funny thing. So in my particular situation, if you go to my profile right here, so right now I moved up to Diamond 4 in one day. I was Platinum 2. So here, I was dropped down to Platinum 2. Okay, I moved up 3 ranks in one day because of my store purchases with the comic book. It vaulted me up in one day because I went to town on that Spider-Man comic. I got 671 points yesterday, which pushed me up into the Diamond 4 range. So depending on how many points you get a day, like if you're doing, if you're on a drop day and you're actually buying a lot from the store, you'll get a bunch of points for store purchases. So I have 671 points yesterday, which pushed me up to Diamond 4 back into the Diamond level. So it's going to change daily depending on what you're doing and what kind of drop we have. So think about that. And those points, they go into my total point pool here. And unless I spend them on MCP or whatever else is coming, because you're going to be able to spend your points on other stuff, they're locked in. So, that's why comic books, I actually heard people in the Discord, in the Twitter Spaces talking about these strategies where you have these comics that are pretty decent comics. You go for the drop multiple times, hoping to land a secret rare or whatever, so you can break even and some good mints and all that kind of stuff. But you're also getting 25 points every time you hit the store purchase. So those points are valuable. They'll vault you up. So tomorrow, this will drop back down to like 400 and something, and I'll drop back down probably to the Platinum 2 level again, or somewhere in that range. But just for one day, I boosted up. So that's really quite interesting, right? So Charlie, I'm getting 4,325 points a day. Master Collector should start to be rewarded in the summer, hopefully. Yeah, man, you deserve it. 150,000%, man. That is amazing. The Doctor! It was 800 per day to be a Master Collector. Now it's 2,200. Yeah, 800, yeah. I was a little high when I said 1,200. That's wild, right? I mean, that's a big difference. So you can see why some people are not so happy about this. Slider, they think they should find more ways to reward different kinds of collectors. Coming from an IRL collector statue and action figures are a smaller collector group. Comics and cards are a much bigger group. Yeah, it's true. The comics are like, Veve's number one thing really is the comics, right? And we'll talk about the South by Southwest coming up. We'll talk about this coming up because, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day too. But yeah, man, it's quite something, But yeah, if you have like different, like, what if you were a Star Wars master collector? That would be cool, right? And then when they have Star Wars drops, you get some priority or something. They can start doing this. They can start, separating it out a little bit. I mean, there's so many IPs though. You don't want to be like a master collector of whatever, right? So that program might be hard to implement, but like if you're collecting tons of Star Wars stuff and that's your thing, there's not enough to get you to the master collector status, right? Unless you bought like every single one of the comics at a uncommon level and you stacked up 1,000 of those. I guess you could get there, but if you bought all the individual Star Wars stuff, I don't think you'd be master collector. There's just not enough of them, right? So you have to diversify to become a master collector in terms of this. But, collecting stuff you want, you don't want, isn't part of collecting. That's not what collecting is about. So it's interesting. I mean, I'm not like super criticizing. I'm just like, just providing my thoughts about it for sure. Red Hot Snacks saw the Eagle Eyes interview and loved it. Thanks, man. That was great. He's so awesome. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. Lots of great stuff happening there on Discord daily. It's drop show today again. You could win stuff. There's lots of stuff happening. And there are line right to the founders. Your Discords are you're connecting to the founders to give them feedback. Doctor Strange! We got a really educated crowd here. We got 2 doctors in the house here today. Always good to see you, man. Thanks for coming out. We got to talk again soon. We haven't chatted in a bit. But thanks for coming today, man. I really appreciate you. Slider, maybe having a ranking in different categories. Excuse me. Giving extra MCP for holding over a year plus. That's a good one. Long-term holding. Rewarding comic collectors for collecting a comic set see-through SC secret rare. Not everyone is a set collector. Comic book sets should be a thing. I've said this for ages. We should have comic book sets. I don't know why they never added those from the start. Comic books should be like, we have sets of like each comic book that they release has 5, 4 to 5 variants, always usually 5. Collecting all 5 of those and getting a set bonus. I mean, why is that not happening? Maybe it's something to do with Marvel and the licensor. I don't know, but that just seems like a no-brainer. You get sets for, I mean, imagine if they added that, then you could really see some like points per day because, people will go after those secret rares, those cheap. I mean, comic book sets should have always been a thing, but I like those suggestions. Aldro Daryl, how you doing? Gave up on being a master according to Veve standard. and went on just trying to collecting what I like while still trying to make sure I get a good number of points. Yeah, that's probably the best approach. Get as much daily points as you can so you can compete on these big drops that are coming with the bids in this time frame. The only thing is that, you know, we'll see what these levels, these ranks down here give you as time goes on. I mean, we'll see. I'm still going to keep pushing myself and keep growing and try to keep on adding points per day, you know, but I have to buy stuff that I like. Some stuff that there's still some stuff in the market that I could buy that's cheap that I still don't really want to see in my collection, but it's there for, you know, it would only be for Master Collector. But then I did buy a few things like that, and I kind of like them now. So, Cryptony, with them constantly moving the goalpost on MCP, how will we ever achieve anything blindly going into it? Yeah, that is part of the game, you know, and I don't know if they'll constantly be moving it, but, you know, they have moved it now. We'll see where they go. It probably wouldn't move anything for a while. If anything, they might backtrack a little bit if the community is like full of like uproar. Maybe they'll backtrack a bit, but we'll see. But we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, no, man, that's true. You start planning. There's a lot of people who've worked hard to get Master, and then they're not now. And I can see that people were upset by that. Ronnie, it's supposed to be collect what you love. That's the branding. And, you know, hopefully you can do that. Here's what I was showing you. Like, I love these, and these help me get to Master, where I'm not at Master, but these help me rise the ranks, right? And get me daily MCP. So what I really chose to do was I was like, okay, well, I need more MCP. This is what I was saying. And Ronnie, I agree with you there. I mean, that's what they're saying. That's the branding. So, but I was like, I had a choice. I was like, I have to get more MCP, guys. I got it. Like, I was like 200 and something a day, and it was just killing me, right? And even now, I'm like still not anywhere near where I need to be or want to be or will be, because I'm still going to keep working. So I was like, well, what am I going to do about this? Well, the cheap secret rares, easy fix right there. 6 to 7 points a day. Bang, 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 bang. Snag all those up, because, you know, then just forget about them. They're in the vault, which is not collecting, right? It's just building or whatever. So then I was like, okay, now I want to buy stuff I really enjoy. So I just started to go, you know what? I need rare comics. They're at a good price. They give me 2 points a day. Let's go through and do all the Spider-Mans. This is what I was doing. You know, you do whatever you want. This is what I was doing. I'm like, and there's a few mixed in there that aren't Spider-Mans, but I was like, I went to every Spider-Man comic. I was using the what do you call, the Vault Value app, you know, just any app so I was just going in there, and I was like, you know, sorting by Amazing Spider-Man. I would go hit the rare. I'd look at the rare, look at the price. And I'd be like, because, you know, the ultra rares are beautiful, but they don't give you as much bang for your buck on the MCP, generally speaking, specifically on the Spider-Man ones, because the ultra rare Spider-Mans are comics are, you know, people love them because they look great. So they're a little higher priced. And so the per MCP, gem per MCP is not as good. So I was like, okay, well, the rares, though, seem to be kind of disrespected, right? And so you can see all these different rares. So I was like, I love these. So I really have had a ton of fun over the last like month and a bit or so, month and a half probably, going through and buying all these Spider-Man rares when I see the prices right. It's really actually been fun. And I really love my collection. I love this collection, you know, and it's giving me MCP. So it feels like something, it feels like it's doing something really good. And I like looking at them and reading them and all that stuff. So this is kind of the sweet spot you want to try to find. And the only problem with this collection for me right here is that I'm running out now. You can see I got 47. There's a few more that I need to get at that rare level, you know, that are good MCP. But I'm running out of Spider-Man comics, you know, to add here. You can see the most latest one is down below. I got the Dracula in there, and some of the Journey into Mystery, most recent ones. Oh, I got 2 Draculas in there. Okay, so I have to adjust my chart right here. There's 2 Draculas. So maybe this is at 46. No, it's 47, so I'm missing one. My graphic's not right because I did count them all. So I got 2 Draculas displayed there. So there's one other one I have in there. But anyway, if you go and get the stuff you really like, then you can do both. But what happens when you run out of that stuff? You can only get so far buying rare comics of Spider-Man. Then I have to start going into the X-Men and other ones, which I like as well. I like all that stuff as well. But we'll see what happens, right? For sure. Comics get no love. Well, Well, it's their #1 seller on this app. You know, the comics is what drives this thing. I think we're going to see some really cool stuff happening. And that actually brings up this next part right here. And the South by Southwest thing that's happening tomorrow. Now, we're going to see what comes from this. This is going to be something. And, you know, we're going to see. I mean, I love to know what you guys, people are starting speculating on this. But what this is all about. And Dan is there. Okay, so Dan is there. Now, let me just read this really quick right here. The future of Marvel Comics. This is the official from South by Southwest thing. By the way, that thing is going on all week, and there's tons of stuff going on. But this is it right here. This is at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow Central Time. Join Marvel Comics Editor-in-Chief Sobolski and VP Executive Editor Tom Brevoort to be the first to learn what's coming next for Marvel's X-Men comics this summer. Okay, so Marvel's X-Men. Now, if you go to Veve right here, what did Veve do right here? They retweeted this right here. Okay, with little eyeballs and a heart, a green heart. And it's the moment you've been waiting for. Stay tuned for the announcement of the new age of Marvel Comics X-Men. So very specific, X-Men storytelling tomorrow at the South by Southwest. So tomorrow, a new beginning, X-Men from the ashes. So it's a nice new storyline, I guess. Thursday, March 14th, Austin Convention Center, okay, at 2:30 p.m. Pacific. So they retweeted this with an eyeball and a green heart. So that's interesting, right? And then you have the actual thing itself. So there's an X-Men thing right here going on, okay? So that's pretty cool. So what does that mean for Veve, you know? We'll see what happens, you know? Maybe there'll be exclusive comics or something like that we get dropped. When everything you know about mutant kind will change in X-Men from the ashes, hear directly from some of today's most influential and groundbreaking comic book creators on how they plan to evolve the X-Men mythos. So it's very X-Men focused, okay, this thing, and launch this new era, okay? But here's the thing where Veve kicks in. So that's like, you know, Marvel talking about what they're doing for their X-Men comics and stuff like that, and the storyline moving forward, okay? So that's that. Then we have Veve's involvement. And we don't know what that is. And in a broader conversation about the evolution of print and digital comics, okay, the evolution of print and digital comics, join Marvel and the leaders of the revolutionary technology and digital collectibles platform Veve to discuss how the intersection of storytelling and tech are coming together in some exciting new ways in 2024. So that's where Dan's going to be up there. Check it out down here. There's Dan right there. Jed from Marvel, CB from Marvel, Tom from Marvel, Gail from Marvel, and Dan. He's going to be up there. So we're going to see what this is all about tomorrow. Like what, like, you know, in a broader conversation. So maybe it's just what do you call a promotion telling everybody, oh, you can collect on Veve or something like that. Or maybe it's something bigger. So we'll wait and see. This is going to be exciting tomorrow. See what happens. Okay, for sure. I want to know what you guys think about that for sure. Ronnie, I'm not being rewarded for collecting what I love. Yeah, I mean, that's the question, right? It's not going to be able to please everybody with this ranking right here. But that is the thing, isn't it? You know, you have to go outside of collecting what you love to become a master collector in this app. That is for sure. And I'm not sure if that's the best thing yet. I think they'll evolve it though. I have full faith in that. But I was able to start collecting some of the stuff I do love to help me with Master Collector, like at least with my daily points. So there is still an opportunity there, but you have to go outside of the box if you want to get to that level. It's true. Charlie D, a Master Collector is a collector of all. That's your opinion, right? Maybe they can branch out by the IP to be a comic master collector or a universal master collector. That's how I see it. Yeah, for sure. So you think, so your opinion is that a master collector is a collector of all. And I think that's obviously how Veve sees it. If you're a master collector here, you're someone who collects all sorts of different stuff that Veve offers. And it's just literally that way because you can't get to that level unless you do that. So that's obviously how they see it, right? Whereas I have a bit of a different thought about what a collector means and being a master collector, you know? That's just my opinion too. But I love that, man. Thanks for sharing that for sure. Basically a master accumulator. It could be. I called it building, but Slider, yeah, for sure. Ronnie, you're not being rewarded for collecting what you love either. You're being penalized for liking what you like. Well, I wouldn't say penalized, but I know the thinking that you're saying right there for sure. Kryptoni, they should have different programs for comics. Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they'll have a new thing for comics where you get you can separate those things for sure, right? I mean, we have sports, we got music, there's comics. Maybe they'll separate them into different areas, but then of course you have all the other stuff too. So, as this app evolves, I think the programs will evolve for sure. You're a master for something. Doctor Strange showing comics in our profiles would be nice. Now, just saying, they really get no love. So I'm in the Veve-verse testing. If you guys know that, I got in there and I'm playing around, and the comics are pretty sweet in there. So I think it's just a matter of time before everybody gets in there. But I was able to get access to it. I was like, waited and waited and waited like a lot of people. And so I've been looking around in the Veve-verse now and like building and playing around. I can't show you guys, but the comics are in there and you can do what you want with them. It's actually pretty cool. So they're getting some more love. Doctor, perhaps they should split up master collector. Oh, there you go. It's exactly what you said right there. Comic collector, collectible collector. Some people don't want to collect comics and some don't want to collect collectibles. Yeah, it's true. And you kind of need both if you're going to get to the main level, the big level for sure. So yeah, if you collect common covers, you're not making unless you have 10,000 commons. Yeah, the uncommons are a bit better. You get half a point. So 5,000 commons. And a lot of people have that too. If you collected like 5 of every comic that's on the app, you could get there. And that'd be a pretty awesome collection, that's for sure. Michael! Master Orders, yeah. Maybe. Jeremy, first Disney villain set is good for MCP. Yeah, that one's crazy for MCP. With like, what's her face from The Little Mermaid and what's his face from Aladdin, Jafar, like that little set right there. Yeah, that one's really good for MCP. And it's really cheap too, actually. There's lots of ways you can do it, right? So take money out of the equation. Now, would you still buy the collectible? That's how you gauge whether you love and you don't love. Yeah, that's true. Although I do go for drops, hoping to land something big so I can then sell it and buy stuff I love. So there is that. So I still participate in those kind of things where I'm not necessarily going for the drop because I love the collectible or something. So I do that in this particular environment. But yeah, man, that's a good way of thinking of it. Doctor, buying then liking can be explained by cognitive dissonance theory. Oh, there's a doctor in the house. Too much brain power for me. I told you this is a smart chat. We got a couple of doctors in here. I love that for sure. Ivers, we have known the MCP game for a long time. It's true. I have played this game and focused on that instead of buying a lot of grails. If they change MCP rules now, that would be unfair. Well, they changed the rankings now. So, some people think that's unfair. So I think if they adjust what they need to adjust, that'd be great. I mean, adding more value to higher end stuff. When I mean higher end, I mean scarcer stuff like secret rares. I think it would be a good thing. It just makes them more desirable, which and it makes you go after some of these drops a bit more. So I think that would be a good approach. Just my personal opinion, but I appreciate you and I appreciate your thinking there for sure. Drew saying cheers. Slider, I don't think I will ever like something MODOK more than the Avengers comic. That's the problem I have. Every time I go to get some collectibles, I just go back to buying Silver Age. I know I can't help it myself. It's the best. Mr. Yam. Crazy. We have the same amount of MCP, but your vault value itself is so much higher. Yeah, that's just the market. And there's a real danger there because if you base it on market value, then people can manipulate that easily. You can take something like Fastos or like, something that's worth not a whole lot, and people could like raise the price on it, buy them all and get way more points. So they can't do it on market value. That won't work. So it's got to be on scarcity and, you know, like secret rares or lower edition sizes. So if you have something that's like, you know, under 100 editions, or maybe if your mint number, if you get more points if you're under 100 mint, so the low mint hunters get rewarded. You know, those are valuable and they have a number on them. And you could just assign more, you know, more MCP for that kind of stuff to reward some of the people who collect the high end stuff without it being solely based upon market value, because market value can be manipulated. So that won't work. But yeah, man, it's crazy, right? All sorts of collections. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to build it, which is cool. So, but yeah, that could be true. Carlos, I like this change, but they also need to reward collectors more. Yeah, you know, I do have faith that they're going to be doing that kind of stuff for sure, right? So ranks for every IP would be cool. That would be pretty fun. Master Toby collector status. That's what I mean, right? There's so many IP, it would be hard to do. But Chris, how you doing? Hey MC, I dropped a diamond 1, but we'll get worried. Top 1% makes sense. Yeah, top 1%, like, I mean, you don't want it to be that everybody is a master collector. I mean, the people who are really, really high up there should be, you know, should be up there. It's just the definition of it is that I'm having a problem with as a collector, you know. But hey, lots of fun drops these days for some cool variety of assets. I know there's all sorts of amazing stuff we have. 2 doctors, I know. You're both super smart guys. You're upping the quality of the show in the comments here. Red Hot Snacks. Also, the cheap secret rare for cheap points make those collectibles hold their market value more. They do, although, you know, the secret rare at like 20, like under 20 gems for a secret rare collectible is a steal for MCP. You know, and that might, I mean, some of them look really great, you know, but people aren't assigning a lot of value to them. It's really interesting right now, you know, and those pencils are probably the biggest example. They're not like anything, like they don't look great. They're pencils, but they give you good points, and they're like anywhere from 16 to 18 gems a piece. If you just get the set, you're good to go. I mean, it's not a set, but if you get all of them, I mean, that's a lot of points you get for cheap. So C29 Rome, I have become a collector of Miles and Star Wars, and I don't feel the love anymore because those collectibles won't get me to master collector. It is what it is. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I'm talking about. You know, Slider, yes, it's always better getting MCP for things you actually want to collect. Yeah, that's where I went off those Marvel comics, those rares. That's what helped me right there. C29 Rome, if you don't stack, how do you get MCP? MCP maxes out a stack of 4, and you don't get a lot of MCP for common and uncommon. So I feel you. Yeah, you'd have to stack up like tons of uncommon comics. Once you go through all the rares and all the ultra rares, you know, you get those points. But if you double up on a rare ultra rare, you have diminishing points. Same thing with collectibles. You can't just stack collectibles, you know, in perpetuity, right? So you have to be very selective. I mean, it's all laid out. We all know how to play the game. Another hole in the ground, another hole in the head film festival. Got the secret rare gloves today. Congratulations. Let's check in and see how they're doing in the market as we've been talking right here. Let's see, 390. So just there, we're at 425. So you can see they dipped a little bit. You know, no worries there. Let's see how the black gloves are doing. 43 holding strong in the same spot. Let's see how the frame photo is doing. 20 right at retail. You know, so they're doing just fine. So congrats on that. That is awesome, man. That is secret rare. Jimbo, how you doing, Jimbo? Great to see you today. Master MC. You know, the funny thing is that people have been using, you know, a lot of people call me MC a lot, and they type MC in the comments. It was funny because somebody posted a link to one of my videos, and they were talking about Master Collector, but they're using MC, and they were saying MC in the thing, but it was like, I'm MC, but then the Master Collector's MC. So the sentence was funny when I read it because it looked like they were talking about me, but they were talking about the Master Collector program, but they were linking to a video of me. So you just combined both, Master MC. Froa Komi, how you doing? Great to see you today. Hey MC, good afternoon. Love your Joe Parker champion photo in the Veve vault. Yeah, man, thanks. That was a lot of fun. I don't know. I just it's nothing special, but you know, he's our champ. Embrace him, you guys. He's our champion. I get connected when it comes to sports. I get connected. Sports are an emotional thing for me. I love it. So, when I see the guy win like that and, Veve sponsoring him, I can't help but be on board. And I want the poster because it's him. So I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but, he's our champion. We should embrace him. And you should snag that poster. I mean, if you can, just have it in your collection, like display it. He's, he's the Veve champ, man. I mean, like, it's the best. And TTX, good to see you today. MC and Veve champions. We're all champions for sure. Slider definitely shows the partnership between Veve and Marvel is strong. Yeah, for this. If we didn't know that from the New York City Comic-Con and the San Diego Comic-Con, then yeah. But like, this is going to be interesting what happens tomorrow. Dan right here is going to be up there on stage, right? So we'll see what they do. It's interesting that it's Dan, and not David. I wonder if something to do with the Veveverse. Yeah, because Dan's like the tech guy, right? And David used the IP and all that. So yeah, that some people have wondered that too. We'll find out. Carlos, something tells me big drops are coming since they think they can raise requirements for MCP. Yeah, so the whole thing with this is that the thought that I think is that they're preparing hopefully for a larger user base, and they don't want hordes and hordes of master collectors. So they lowered the threshold or raised the threshold and lowered the percentage. So yeah, that could signify in their eyes they're tracking and they're thinking that they're going to get more users, which would mean big stuff coming, which means that they got this tomorrow and other stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But that's kind of an interesting indicator. Master Collector is now top 1%, right? Yep. That makes sense. It should be very difficult and attainable for most at 1% to be special. That is true. I do agree with that. I like when stuff is out of reach and not everybody's there for sure. It's just the way the terminology behind it doesn't quite seem like it's hitting for me with but I'm just, I'm just sharing my thoughts, right? But yeah, top 1%. John, maybe some category collectors can be a thing. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's a good idea. Paul, the levels really get to you. I lost Master yesterday, woke up today back to Master, and a few pounds poorer. It's all a game. Some will play, some will not. It's true. It is true. Like I said, I went from Platinum 2 to Diamond 4 in one night, and probably tomorrow I'll probably fall back because I got all those points because of the drop of the comic book drop on that one day. It boosted me up. Der Harbinger, how you doing? Great to see you today. We're doing great here, man. We're doing great. That crypto bro. Can't wait for bronze tickets soon. Yeah, man, that's going to come. All the stuff is coming out. Chris, our MC today is MC. Who's an MC of Spidey? I'm an MC of Spidey. That's any indication. My rare collection, my amazing fantasies. I'm just going to leave those up on screen for a little bit. I think tickets will be very special for future drops. 100%. We're going to have all sorts of ways to use master points, and it's going to be nuts, right? So, Ronnie, is this the first real photo of a real person in the app? Well, I think the Pride stuff and other stuff, there's been some, full likenesses, right? I believe so. And of course, we got that Yoda comic where it's just a picture of Yoda. And of course, I believe, I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi comic, the rare Obi-Wan comic, I don't think that's a photo, is it? Where he's standing there with he's kind of got his robe. I think that, yeah. So there's got to be a couple others. So, but it's the first athlete photo. So, Michael, any thoughts on the DC Comics present? I'm glad you brought that up, Michael, because I got it right here. I was going to talk about this. Let me talk about this really quick right here. Okay. This is a new DC comic that's showing up tomorrow. I had it already loaded up for you, Michael. Any comic that comes out, I usually cover. I haven't done a video on DC and Candy in a little bit. I will be doing one on the Batcowl collection that is coming out. That's coming out on I think the 29th or so. So I'm gathering all the info I can. I will do a video. If you guys want to watch it, that'd be great, about my thoughts about the whole new Batcowl collection. But there is a comic that's coming out, and this is coming out tomorrow. Okay, I'm not doing a full separate video for it, but here it is. DC Collectible Comics number 26. This is most famous for the new Teen Titans, and it's got a couple of good first appearances in it. It's a nice comic. It's not a super grail or anything like that. You know, I'll show you how much it's worth in just a sec. You can pick it up on eBay for a pretty good price. It's 3,500 editions over on DC, so it's a nice scarce drop for them. Over on Candy, sorry. 2 per account, but it is $10. And, you know, I got to say, you know, I'm a big fan of Candy and the DC comics, but, you know, the $10 price for me is starting to get a little high for comics like this. I can't justify going and spending 10 US on this comic drop. You know, when on Veve, I'm getting $6.99 comics of like that Spider-Man clone. That's just a better comic, in my opinion. So I'm having trouble with the $10.99. It has to be something really good. And this is not a bad comic. It's quite nice, actually. It's a pretty cool comic. Nice Bronze Age one. But you know, I'm not gonna go for this one myself. It has to be higher for me, but it is pretty cool if you're interested. Check it out on Go Collect right here. I had this one all lined up for you guys. I'm not gonna not tell you about some of the comics. First appearance of Cyborg, that's great. First appearance of Raven. First appearance of Starfire. So there's good first appearances in here. Teen Titans and the whole deal. 9.8s, $1,100. 4,700 graded, so decent market cap. Not bad at all. $1,100 is nothing to sneeze at for a comic book, you guys. Some people look at these comics and they go, oh, $1,100, it's nothing. Spend $1,100 on a single comic book and then come talk to me. You know, spend that on a single comic book in print and then come tell me if it's cheap. Because $1,100 is not cheap for a comic. It's a pretty good one. And there's a lot graded. Now, the only thing is, and if you're following the comic book industry in print and the grading with CGC and the whole deal, the 9.9s and the 10s, there's some worry that they're going to make the 9.8s kind of obsolete just because they're doing more of them. So it's an evolving thing that's going on. But 9.8s has always been kind of the top dog in terms of graded value. But 9.9s, there's 2 here that they're known. So there's not that many, but we'll see what happens. There's videos about it right now. If you get into the comic book collecting world physically, about the whole debate about 9.8s, 9s. It's been going on for a while, but it's kind of heating up a bit more. But there's $1,100 on this one right here. And then if you go to eBay, you can snag a copy, just a raw copy for about $100 or so. It's not a bad comic. It's pretty nice. Like it's a key issue for sure. It's a good one. It's cheap over on Candy. I mean, sorry, not cheap, but scarce at 3,500. And then that splits that amongst all the different varieties or variants, including the legendary. You have the 2 options there. You go for it, you reveal it or not, all that kind of stuff. You can do those things with the mint numbers. There's a whole fun thing around what Candy does. But at $10, I think they got to lower their price on their comics for stuff like this. Just my personal opinion, because Veve's got $6.99. And remember, when Veve comes out with a $10 comic, a 10-gen comic, sorry, it doesn't do as well. Okay. And that's usually combined with higher edition sizes too. But this is nice. If you want to go for it, it's tomorrow in the morning there. Bat Cowl early access at 8 a.m. Pacific. The public sale at 9. I think you'll be fine going to the public sale on this one. I don't think this one's going to sell out right away over there. But I do like what they're doing. I am going to cover the Bat Cowls. I'm going to do a whole vid on that, a breakdown of that. I'm really looking at it closely so I get all the info. The last video I did was a breakdown, you know, on the whole thing they were doing with the capsules and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun. So I do like what they're doing and how they're trying to innovate over there. It's pretty cool for sure, right? So if you have questions about that, you know, just head over to the Discord and you can check it out over there. And let me know if you're going for that comic. It's not bad right there for sure. Chris! And those 1,100 comic sales are the OG covers. Imagine Veve, in my humble opinion, Veve Key Comic Commons are grossly underrated. They are. I 100% agree with you on that one for sure, right? So, Slider, I collect on Veve and sees anything not FA Silver Age. But we have it so good right now. I know. I know. This is a really nice comic, right? I mean, IRL, this is a good one. If you have this comic, it's cool. It's a key, you know? And they're going to do more. Like, we'll see how DC's got a really interesting place in history right now with what they're doing with their whole universe and movies and everything. They're in a transition point. So some people are picking up this stuff because, some people are picking up this stuff because, it like IRL, right? Like the originals, because you have a chance because, once they start doing stuff, it's just like our market, things rise and fall with news, but there's eBay right there. You can go check it out. You can pick up all sorts. There's lots available. There's lots graded too. So that's that comic right there for sure, right? Now, I want to switch gears. Oh, look, it's Sleeping Comics. How you doing, Sleeping? Are you excited for this South by Southwest thing happening tomorrow? It'd be great to hear what you have to say about that kind of thing. Like, we'll see what they announce or what's going on, but pretty interesting for sure, right? Good to see you as always, Sleeping. I saw your tweet too about how you're going to be making more videos, and David Yu was giving you a hard time. That was such a good tweet, man. I appreciate it. Everyone say hi to Sleeping. Fro MC, I'm treating the Joe Parker drop as his rookie card. Yeah, right. It is his digital rookie card. For FA athlete appearance, value can go up as he wins more bouts and more belts. It's true. It's true for sure, right? That Crypto Bro, whoa, what happened to Secret of Miles again? How are you liking the look of the Veveverse beta? Made anything fun yet? I'm still figuring out the controls and playing around in there. Yeah, it's any kind of hints you guys have gotten from people in the spaces and some of the little like flashes of videos. Yeah, I mean, it's just like that. And it's pretty damn cool, though. I'll tell you that much. I'm still like, working on it. It does take a bit of, getting used to in terms of controls and things, but it's pretty easy. I mean, if you've been gaming at all, it's pretty easy. I used to play The Sims all the time. So I'm used to building, like we're talking way back, like the original Sims, where you could like build environments and stuff. So, and I've been in spatial a lot. So walking around is like very similar. So it's pretty cool. So it's like anything you've seen for sure. Right. But I'll let you know as much as I can for sure. Right. So Slider, I got kicked out of the club. Now I'm only a 2%er. Oh, you're such a loser. How could you be down here? I'm just going to read my comics in the corner, but still a lot of us are in the 5% of collectors and hoarders. Who knows? Yeah, that's the crazy part. Are you in the top 1%, the top 5%? I mean, all of this, if you're in the top 2% up there or whatever of the whole thing, like I'm in the platinum, the diamond range. So I'm doing all right. And as time goes on, we'll see how well I go for sure. Right. So Dustin, I've got some good drops on DC, but I've been backing off a bit too with the cash. Yeah, I'm not saying don't go for it. I mean, it's a cool comic for sure. And if you hit a legendary low mint, you're going to do well. So there's always that. But I have to. I just spent like on this comic on Veve right here. If we go to the market, I went 9 times on that one. Okay, I like this one better because it's Spider-Man, and it's $6.99, not $9.99. So that makes a difference, right? When we have a $10 comic. That makes a difference. Remember the Dracula comic over here? This one took like 2 weeks to sell out. So, that's sort of what I'm thinking about that myself. But it's pretty cool here. Pasternak, I'm here, MC. Nicely done. So good to see you, man. Thanks for coming out right there. Let me switch gears for you. I'm going to give you guys some prizes now here. Let's do this, okay? Let's give you guys some sports rewards. Now, like I said, today, we have the first sports drop ever on Veve, which is fantastic. And I got what I wanted. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get the secret rare, but I got the frame with Parker in it. So it's right there in my vault. But I got my sports rewards, and you guys have a chance to win now too. I'm going to give you guys a couple spots in this. These are my sports rewards for drop heads. So any of my drop heads that have a hat like this qualify for the sports rewards. And they're sports memorabilia, like real IRL stuff, like baseball cards and all that kind of stuff. And I got some prizes, and I got a nice Michael Jordan card for you guys in the chat today if you guys want to hang around and try to win that. And I'll give you a couple spots to win a couple other things right here. But here's my rewards right here. Started out with the black hats and the white hats and the skulls that just sold out, my skulls. Here's the master entry list right there. We got 1,316 entries. I'm going to add a couple more right here for you guys. My skulls, thank you so much, community. They all sold out within a couple of days. And the skull rewards are coming back next week. And those qualify. But this guy, because he's wearing a hat, he also qualifies for the sports rewards. So you get the spots today. And then he gets you 3 spots everywhere. But he's gone. He's sold out. Okay, but the special rewards I got right here, you can see there's the hat dude right there. There's the hat one. I got zombies and skulls and sports rewards. And I also have vampire rewards too. Stay tuned for those. An announcement about vampires coming up. But there's a sports reward hat right there. So that's cool. So that gives you those programs. I'm going to give you guys 3 of these today right here in the chat to get you my spot in my sports stuff because it's sports day, right? So stick around if you want to win one of these. And this will get you a spot in today's draw to win some sports stuff and all the future draws. Now, this particular guy, I'm going to pair it up with some vampires because I have a vampire announcement coming soon. So this guy will get you in the sports reward because of the hat. You're going to get a version like this, not this exact one. There's 3, so you'll get a version like this. You just DM me with your wallet. I'll transfer it over. This guy's got a sports hat, so he gets you in today's rewards. This guy's going to have a vampire, so you got that reward. And then he's got the logo on his shirt. This particular one gets you into the Veve gem rewards. So this guy's got multiple utility. I'm going to do 3 of those right there for you to win the rewards. But the rewards that are going out today for my members, we got a first reward is a Michael Jordan 1989 hoops card. Very cool. If you get a PSA 10, it's around $200. It used to be higher too. But I'm going to give one of these as well into the chat here for you guys just for hanging out in just a couple minutes. So you can win one of these Michael Jordan cards just for hanging out today. Not even as a member or anything, but another one of them is going to go to my membership. So there's 2 of these going out today. That's pretty cool. The second reward for sports is some NBA hoops packs from this past year. 3 of them. So that's going to be fun. There's some good rookies in there and stuff you could win. Then I got some packs as well. Some baseball. Baseball is just starting to heat up. So I've got some spare packs left over from last year. Aaron Judge, some really good stuff in there as well. There's 3 packs there going out to my members. Then I'm going to do a little Kobe Bryant tribute for you guys. I got a couple of Kobe cards. One from 1997, this Kobe right here. Those are going out as a little package deal for my members. Someone's going to win the Kobe package. And then I got some more baseball cards from Topps right here. Some big league cards. These are going out 3 packs of those. That's pretty fun. And then we got this Sports Illustrated. This is Vince Carter's first ever Sports Illustrated as a pro athlete. So this is his Sports Illustrated rookie cover. He did actually have a college cover where he was in North Carolina, but this is that. This is newsstand edition. Go on eBay, check out Sports Illustrateds and magazines. They're really going up in value. Sports collectors are going nuts for this kind of stuff. So you'll get that today. That's one person. And then I got a Kobe cover right here from the early 2000s. Both of these are from the early 2000s. Newsstand edition, no sticker on them. So they're pristine. So you guys could send these in for grading and they're quite nice. So this is the 7th one going out. And then the grand prize, the 8th one, is a 1989 Fleer Michael Jordan graded 9 mint. That's going out to my members today. Nicely graded. This is like my favorite Jordan card. So it's still pretty good. Good solid value on that. That's number 8 right there for sure. So those are the 8 prizes going out. The basketball card right here is for you guys in the chat. There's going to be 1 in there for you and 1 for my members. And I'm going to give 3 spots away. So if you guys are interested in the sports rewards, then I want you to type into the chat, I love sports. And I'm going to give 3 of these guys away right now, which then I will add your spot in today's draw for the other stuff you just saw, the prizes. And then I'll give the Jordan card away, and then we'll wrap it up and we'll have a fun time. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming out. So if you want to win one of these drop heads right here, that's a vampire version. There might be a different logo on the chest. Then type in there, I love sports. And we'll go from there. I'll give you guys a good 30 seconds or so on this one to type it in. And then we'll give 3 of these spots away. It's a sports day. There we go, guys. I see people entering. That's great. All I do is I scroll the chat. Whoever I land on, DM me after on Instagram, Twitter, or in the Discord. And just, provide your wallet address. I'll just transfer you the NFT. And then right now I'll give you the spot in this reward today right here. So let's go. I love sports. Keep it going. I think we got, we'll give you another 10 seconds or so. Oh, can you guys not hear me? There we go. Okay, I think the microphone went off. I'll give you another 10 seconds or so. So like I said, I think my microphone went off that whole time, you guys. You're typing in I love sports. Okay, like I said, I'm going to give you 3 of these away. And then whoever wins this one gets the spot in today's rewards. I hope my microphone wasn't off that whole time. Okay, here we go. Guys, ready? I'm closing my eyes. I'm scrolling. I'm going up, going down, going up, going down and around. Keep typing, and I'm stopping right there. And who wins this one? It's Vicente. Okay, you're the first winner. I got 2 more to go. Keep typing, you guys. Okay, so Vicente, you're in there. Now let's do it again. So congrats. You'll have to DM me. Now I'm going to go again. I'm scrolling again. I'm scrolling. Here's the second one. This is a spot today for the in this prize and for all future stuff. And I'm stopping right there. And who's this one right here? It's Ronnie Lido with the yo-yo-yos. Okay, Ronnie, we got you. Now we got a third one right here. Okay, let's type it. You guys ready? I'm closing my eyes. I'm scrolling again. Let's scroll. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Scrolling. Over here. Stopping right there. And who's wins this one? It's Digital Verse. Nice job, Digital Verse. There we go. Okay, so all 3 of you have to DM me to get the NFT after the live stream. So just DM me right there and just let me know that you saw that you won. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to add all 3 of you up here into our rewards right here. You can see there's the doctor right there as the last one. So the first one we got was, who's the first one we got right here? Was, okay, Vicente, Ronnie, and Digital Verse. Okay, I'm adding these in right here. Okay, so there's a spot for you. And we got Ronnie. There we go. Okay, so you guys will connect with me, all 3 of you right there, after the live stream. You got your spot in today's draw and all future draws, and I'll get you that drop head NFT. Okay, so that's good. So we're good on that for those. Okay, now let's scroll down right here. We got all 3 of those. So those will go out to you guys. You got those. Now here's the first prize right here. This is for the Michael Jordan 1989 hoops, which is, a fun card right there for sure. Okay, I have one for you guys in the chat. So you can see right here, I've got 2. So one for you in the chat and one for you in the group. Let me just bring up my random number generator and we can reward these now to the members of the channel. Okay, let's just bring this up. Let me just see how many entries we got. It's our sports rewards on the first sports day that we have for Veve. 1,319 entries for these particular rewards. So let me just go right here. 1,319. Okay. Congrats to the winners. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Thanks, Jimbo. I love you guys too. It's a lot of fun. So we'll do the we'll do this Michael Jordan card for you. I'm going to go through the prizes for my members, and then I'll come back to the chat and give you guys a Michael Jordan card. If you want to hang out for a little bit right here, have a chance to win it. And I got to mail it out to you. So this prize right here now, let's do, we got the random generator up. So this is for one of the Michael Jordan hoops cards. This is for one of the cards right here to my members. Okay, let's hit the generate button. Number 148. Let's see who's in that position. Number 148. That goes to Ghost 888. Congratulations. So once you win on these special rewards, you can't win again today. That way we spread them out, right? So Ghost 888 wins the first one, the Michael Jordan card. Okay, that's cool. I'll make a note of that. We'll come back to who the live stream winner is as well. And by the way, if you're a member of the channel, you don't have to be on my live stream to win. It's just, you just have to enter. And then I always show in Discord who the winners are and we connect and stuff like that. So the second one are the NBA Hoops packs. That's these packs right here. See if you guys get some great rookie cards and stuff like that in there. Let's generate it again. Boom. 725. Let's see who wins those. 725. That's a new drop head skull. Someone who had a drop head skull. That's Geary. So Geary wins those cards. Congratulations, Geary. Perfect. I'll show the results in just a second as well. So Geary wins those cards. Now we got the Major League Baseball cards. The Topps cards. Okay, so let's these ones. Sports Day. These ones right here. And by the way, this is the third time we've done this sports series. So these will continue on and we'll have more prizes in the future. Boom. 12-19. Let's see who's in that position. 12-19. That's Mark Meister, the doctor. So Mark Meister, you win those baseball cards. Congratulations. There we go, Mark Meister. I'll run over this in just a second and show you all. Now we got the Kobe Bryant cards. The 2 Kobes. Very nice right here. And let's get these ones up for you. Let's see who win those. Boom. 1,032. Okay. So Gary and Mark Meister can't win now because they've already won. So 1,032. Let's see who wins that one. 1,032. G-Metal. My microphone. Okay. G-Metals wins. You guys didn't hear that. Okay, G-Metals, you get the Kobe cards. Congratulations on that. Next one up are the Big League Baseball cards. The tops. These Big League Baseball packs right here. Okay, let's go. Who's next? Boom. 497. Okay. We can't have any repeat winners. We like to spread it around. 497. Granddaddy Crypto. So congratulations, Granddaddy Crypto. He wins the baseball cards right there. Okay, now we got the Vince Carter Sports Illustrated cover. This one right here. Look at this. This Vince Carter right here. You can see this is newsstand. Most Sports Illustrateds have the address right here, the sticker, but this one doesn't have that. So this one is in pristine. You guys send this in for grading, whoever wins it, and it's going to get you good value for sure. It is a very, very nice Sports Illustrated cover. They're actually getting a lot of attention, Sports Illustrateds and stuff. Yeah, there you go, man. Congratulations. I don't think your mic likes yelling. Shuts you down. I know. It's sometimes if I hit my desk, my mic kind of like goes off. So I'm keeping my eye on it though. But here's the we're getting the Sports Illustrated cover right here. That's Vince Carter. Let's see who wins that one. Number 40. Okay, so this is one of our one of our original drop hats. Oh, that's Rewind. So Rewind wins that one. And I'll cover this. I'll show you guys all who wins in just a second. So Rewind. Congratulations, Rewind. Now we got the Kobe Bryant cover. Look at this. 2003. Kobe's Run. So this is a pretty classic cover right there. People love that one. They get it graded all the time. Let's see who wins that one right now. It's got good value too. Let's go. Boom. 1,097. Let's see who wins that Kobe cover right there. 1,097. Let's check it out. Where are we at? 1,097. So that's G-Metals. So G-Metals has already won. So we got to do it again because G-Metals won the, what did G-Metals win? Won the Kobe Bryant cards. So G-Metals is like locked in for Kobe Bryant stuff today, but we got to do it again because we only get on these special rewards. We don't have repeat winners. So we generated again 771. Let's see who that is. 771. That's Mark Meister. So you win again, but we got to do it again because we only get one winner. So 7-7. Let's do it again. 444. Let's see who that is. That's Aldro. Aldro, you win. Congratulations. There you go. Congratulations, Aldro. You win. I think you're in the chat maybe, right? So you win the Kobe one. Now we got the grand prize right here. This is the Michael Jordan card right here, 1989 Fleer, graded. There it is. It's a beauty. So like I said, people are winning these just because they own drop heads, you guys. Get into the program if you're not already. Have some fun. Win some sports prizes. You know, these will be back again. I did it today because of the sports drop on Veve. I wanted to time it. So this one right here, this is someone's going to win this one, and this is going to be a good one. And then stick around because I'm going to give you guys in the chat right after this now one of these. So it's Michael Jordan time. If we get some Michael Jordan stuff on the app, look out. Let's stop the screen there. Let's do the generator. Let's see who wins this one. And it's got to be somebody new. Okay, let's hit it. Boom. 169. Who's in that position? Who wins the Michael Jordan right here? 169. It's Dub. Dub Dollar wins. Congratulations, Dub. I know he'll love that one. There we go, guys. So those are the prizes right there. Let me just show this to you all at one. Who won, and then you guys will win the Jordan right here. So we got Dub winning the Michael Jordan 1989 Fleer. That's a nice card. Graded mint, number 9. Then we got Adro is going to win the Kobe Bryant cover right there, 2003. Then, Rewind wins Vince Carter's cover. And then Granddaddy Crypto wins the baseball cards, the big league baseball cards. G Metals wins the Kobe trading cards. Mark Meister wins the Topps baseball packs right there. Geary wins the NBA hoops packs. And Ghost 888 wins the Michael Jordan card. Now it's time for you guys. Okay, type in the chat if you want to win this one. MJ the GOAT. Just like Alejandro did. MJ the GOAT. Type that into the chat and you'll get a chance to win this Michael Jordan card right now. I'll do the same thing. Whoever I land on will win. If you guys want to win this one, type MJ the GOAT. Now, we can debate that on another sports live stream if you want. But, I'm from that era too. So I'm a big LeBron fan, but we'll see. Here's this. This is what you guys will win today. You just got to give me your shipping address and I'll just send this out to you. So let me know what you think. Doctor Strange, there's no debate. MJ the GOAT. Type it in, guys. I'll give you another 10 seconds or so. And then we'll close it up for the day, guys. I've had a really fun time talking with you guys today. Okay, we'll close it up in just a few minutes here. And I got a special little announcement after this, right after I do this card right here for you. A special little announcement, so stay tuned. You guys ready? You almost ready for this? Okay, I'm going up. I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling up. Eyes closed, scrolling around, scrolling over here, over there, scrolling. I'm stopping right there. And who is it? It's KCBMW. Congratulations. KCBMW. Okay, you'll have to connect with me on Instagram or Twitter or in our Discord if you're already a member, KC. And we'll get you that Michael Jordan card. Congratulations right there. There you go. You can see you entered in there. Just let me know you saw you won. I need confirmation from you in the chat. And then we'll know. There you go, Ina. Nice. Nicely done. So just send me a DM, okay? And then we'll get this card out to you. You'll have to provide your shipping address. Don't worry, I won't share it with anybody. And I'll just mail it out to you for sure. And all the other winners as well. I'll post it up in my Discord today for the winners. So thanks so much, everybody who's a part of the Drophead program. Alejandro, there you go, a member for 24 months. Thank you so much. We have our old school rewards coming back up. That's that's for people who've been members for more than 6 months. That prize pool is going to come up again. The next one we're doing are the Skull rewards, which will show up next week. And then I'll have some other giveaways in between. And then we'll get back to the comics and all that stuff as well. And the VV Gem rewards will return soon as well. But it's going to be pretty fun. So I really appreciate all you guys coming out for that today. Now, I do have a slight little thing right here. that I want to announce. And there we go. Thanks, Slider. I really appreciate the membership as well. That you're the best. The old school member rewards are coming, so I really appreciate that you're a member for 20. You guys have been a member for 2 years. So we'll reward you there with our prizes coming up very shortly here. 100%. Okay, let me just close off some of these windows up here, and then we'll get right to it. We talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, let me just close off some of the stuff right here. I got to get to one last thing. So, let me bring this up right here. Okay, this whole thing that's happening tomorrow, make sure you stay tuned, you guys, and have a lot of fun. We'll see what they announce and everything like that. But I got to tell you, okay, I got to tell you that on Friday, you've got to come to my channel for a live event that's going to be quite something else. And you guys are going to be blown away by this whole thing. I'm telling you right now. I can't tell you anything, but I know everything, you guys. And it's going to be quite amazing. There's going to be a special event here on my channel, and you're definitely going to want to come and see that on Friday. So mark it down on your calendars right now. It's all connected, and I have a special thing that's been put together, you know, and it's going to be a lot of fun on Friday. So make sure you guys write this on your calendar. Make sure you're available. This will be Pacific time over here. And it's all connected to everything that's coming out and connected to this. Okay. And I know what's happening, you guys. And we're going to have some fun. So I can't say anything. I'm not going to say anything. But just know that your minds are going to be blown very shortly here within the matter of a day or so. And you come here on the channel on Friday and you'll find out a whole lot more. I'm just laying that out for you right now, and we'll see what happens from here, you guys. Stay tuned, and I really appreciate you guys coming out to the channel, being here, and you'll get some pretty interesting stuff happening, and it'll all come out. Everything will come together very shortly here, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, but mark it down. I want to see you here. Okay. I want to see you here this Friday. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, you guys, and pay attention to everything that is going on tomorrow. Tune in for this whole stuff. Tune in. You're not going to want to miss it. That is for sure. And everything will come out as time goes on here shortly. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay. So it's a Pacific time zone. Okay. It'll be, you know, if you can't make it, of course, but make sure you try. And I would really appreciate you guys doing that for sure. Okay, guys, have yourself a great day. Thanks for coming out. And, oh man, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I haven't said anything, and I'm not gonna, but I can't wait for you guys, right? It's all official. We'll see you very soon. Have yourself an awesome Wednesday. And go get that Parker poster or those gloves. Support our champion. He's our champion, you guys. He's our team. Let's get behind him and have some fun with this. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.